How a whole lot do most attorneys cost for a Dewey? $1,500 to $2,000. Inexperienced attorneys who will have little to no popularity for inebriated using cases. $2,500 to $3,500. Competent attorneys who have a marginal popularity and some ride wore a Dewey charge. How plenty does a Dewey fee in Georgia? DUIs are expensive, even if it is your first offense. Fines vary from $300 to $1,000, however, that quantity can nearly double as soon as the required surcharges are added. You ought to additionally attend the Dewey Alcohol or Drug Use Risk Reduction Program, a 20-hour path that charges over $350. What is a Dewey? Drinking and riding is a crook offense charged beneath Florida Statute 316.193 as a Dewey. The prison blood alcohol restrict in Florida is .08, and any motorist caught over this restriction will be charged with a Dewey. A Dewey is additionally an administrative cost that, in accordance to Florida Statute 322.2616, will result in a computerized suspension of your driver's license. You will have 10 days to attraction to the DMV to shop your license. Deweys can result in fines, penal complex time, neighborhood service, and court-mandated substance abuse counseling. The stage of punishment will rely on the nature of the Dewey charges, being both misdemeanors or felonies. Minimum or most sentences will differ primarily based on the quantity of preceding Deweys a defendant has been convicted of. First and 2D Deweys are misdemeanors except the serious harm has occurred, and 0.33 and 4th Deweys are felonies, carrying harsher penalties. Underage drinkers can be charged with riding beneath the have an impact on if their back is solely .02. Similarly, business drivers can be charged if they have a back of .04 due to their heightened degree of duty on the road. Large truck drivers are strictly regulated and can have their CDL revoked right now for existence after a first-time Dewey charge. Individuals underneath the have an impact on of unlawful or prescription tablets can additionally be charged with a Dewey. Although the Dewey cost is the identical as ingesting and driving, there can be an extra drug possession or use cost delivered in opposition to offenders. If you have been charged with under the influence of alcohol driving, contact the law place today. Is getting a Dewey lawyer worth the cost? Although hiring a Dewey attorney isn't cheap, the conceivable fee of a Dewey conviction can substantially outnumber this figure. If you're convicted of a first-time Dewey, you can face fines up to $2,000, a second conviction up to $4,000, and a third or fourth carrying minimal fines of $2,000. The economic price isn't the solely gain you need to suppose of when finding out if you want to employ a Dewey attorney. Think about your freedom. How lots is that well worth to you? If this isn't your first conviction, the possibility of penitentiary time will increase dramatically. Dewey instances regularly result in months of imprisonment. Well, attorney is your fantastic shot at heading off that. A Dewey protection legal professional will educate you via the sentencing method if you are convicted, reminding you each step of the way the proper matters to say and do. Without a lawyer, the smallest misstep or incorrect phrase can land you in penitentiary with big fines to pay. A legal professional can't forestall all the penalties of a Dewey, however they can mitigate the viable injury to your reputation, career, and crook record. How much does a Dewey lawyer cost? Lawyers aren't cheap. Everybody is aware of this. Knowing simply how a whole lot one can value will provide you in thought of what to count on when you pick to rent one. Dewey legal professionals vary in price. You shouldn't assume a flat fee from each attorney you communicate with. Their experience, reputation, and stage of assets will all have an effect on their charge structure. Also, what kind of crime you are charged